It's Carly and Dustin Howard with Rafter H Realty. Today we are here to discuss our first time home buyer experience when we found our first house.
Well, it all starts with a Saturday night that ended a little bit too late. We were living in an apartment. The rent, which was 16 years ago, was $350 a month. But one night we came in late. I think it was about midnight, maybe a little bit after. We came into our apartment. Apparently the apartment complex had laid off a bug bomb that day. And so when we turned on the lights to our apartment, the apartment then was labeled the cockroach inn because there were cockroaches everywhere. I mean, I'm not talking like 100, not 200. I'm talking thousands of cockroaches. Not big ones, but giant cockroaches. It was horrific. We shut the door, went to Walmart, and got some bug bombs ourselves, and barricaded ourselves in our bedroom that night, laid off some bug bombs, and we went out the next morning. It was the scene from a horror movie.
We had been talking off and on if we really wanted to purchase or not and get out of that apartment. After we saw that, we were ready to move on and get out of that apartment. I said, Dustin, you have 1 month to get us a house so we can get moving. So
the first thing that we needed to do was find us a realtor that could walk us through that process of buying a home. We knew a little bit about it, researched some online. It wasn't really for sure how much money we had to have down. I knew there had to be a lot. I wasn't for sure how we were going to come up with it. We had the monthly payment, but the down payment was a real problem. We found a realtor. She put us in contact with a lender who kind of walked us through the process. That particular lender, we ended up going with a different one as we kind of shopped the rates and the programs that each lender had. But that was kind of the first step of the process, is getting a realtor and then having the lender or the realtor put us in contact with a lender.
So if you're a first-time home buyer, there are lots of options out there. Number one is we suggest you talk to a lender. There are grants. There are programs out there for first-time home buyers. Of course, there are all kinds of, those programs have stipulations, you know, whether it's credit score or this or that, but your lender can help walk you through that.
If you don't have a lender, we have a couple of great lenders that we recommend all of our clients to, and we recommend shopping around. There's different lenders, like Carly's already said, have different programs.
There are also different ways that we can write into the contract too. What we did on our first house, we had some money for a down payment, but not enough. So we were able to write into the contract a concession to get from the seller. Now we paid over ask to get that concession so that the seller wasn't out any money, but it worked out in our case. That we were able to still get that house. We actually bought our first house in Amarillo, Texas. It wasn't even here in the area. So, but that was 17 years ago.
So the market's changed a little bit, so you take that in consideration, but there are several different ways that we can get you in a home as a first-time home buyer. Quit making the landlord rich, and let's get you into a house.